Alright, so we're back. So we'll start searching for a sixth starter, I guess, at the winter meetings. That probably makes the most sense to do that. Um, I was thinking of waiting, like even waiting a bit to make my trades this year, but I didn't want to, I had the deals lined up. I just wanted to kind of make them. Um, before anything maybe would have happened to screw them up. That's why I made those deals earlier than I probably would have. Okay, I'm not gonna fudge dollars with you, whatever. Um, just making sure I'm not missing anything here. So the Yankees get another pitcher here in Billy Adkins. That's a good pickup for them. Vince Thompson signs with the Rays. I was interested in this guy at one point. Ended up going to Japan, and really setting the world on fire. He didn't take my deal. He ended up going to Japan. He had a better deal in Japan. I was trying to sign him a couple of years ago when he was a free agent from San Diego. But he ended up going to Japan and cashing in there as a $110 million deal from the Rays. So that's a significant deal there. Zach Carter goes to Colorado, so that's a good pickup for them. I was considering signing him as well, but just again, the demands were probably too rich for my blood. But he's a very good pitcher. We tried to get him when he was with Detroit. And he's really turned around a big part of Cleveland's staff the last few years. What else happens here? We actually made an offer to him. I guess never really heard back from that. Hawks goes to the Red Sox reliever. Okay. St. John signs with the Rangers. So we were looking to trade for this guy at the deadline at one point too. The Rays just wanted a lot for him. That's a good deal. Texas is a good team in this. Hang on one sec. Okay. So, back to it here. So, the moves are being made around the league here. That's good to see that teams are being active here. It's going to be an interesting season. A lot of teams are actually really good now. Like this division here in the Central is really competitive. Like the Royals are really good still, and they missed the playoffs at 89 wins. White Sox are good. The Twins have been good. Cleveland is good. This division should be a lot more tight as well with the Red Sox, Yankees, and the Rays should be even better now as well. This division's pretty good as well with the A's, the Astros, and the Rangers. Being good as well. Our division was even competitive. Like the Nats had 96 wins, so they should still be pretty good. This division I'm a little bit unsure of. The Cubs I know should be better next year, but that division's still a little bit weak overall. The Cardinals aren't great anymore, and this division's getting better as well. So it should be an interesting season. I think it's gonna be a little bit pretty tight. And this division, the West Division, I think is going to be a lot better. I don't know if the Diamondbacks are going to be as good, so I think the Giants and the Padres will get better. The Rockies should be better, I would think, as well. But yeah, okay, so let's just get in here. So I don't really know who to shop first. If I want to do like a package shop as well. I know I want to shop our known. So let's try to do that, I guess. Well, let me take a look at the trading block first, see if I'm missing anything here. I don't think I am. So Ken Walker is probably too good to be a sixth starter. I said I wanted the guy with options, and I don't think anybody with options is going to be on the block here. So we're probably just going to have to look for it ourselves. All players. Juan Castro is on the block here on the Mets. This guy is really good. I think he's a free agent next year. Yeah, he is, so that makes sense that he's on the block. But he's been really good, as you can see. Who else here? Hatfield, reliever. We don't really need relievers at this point. Just seeing if I'm missing anybody. I don't think I am. So let's just go in there and shop for a player then. Let's just go to the 40-man, I guess, and do it this way. Do it by position. It's probably the easiest way. So we'll do it with our known And I guess we'll do it then with Kalinowski, because I think he will be out of options, I believe. It says last option here. So you're telling me, does he have 4 options? I don't know how quite that gets calculated, but he's been up and down for us for 3 years, so I would think he would be out of options, right? I don't know. But either way, I think we should just see what we can get here. So looking for starting pitchers who have options, so I don't want veterans, regulars really. So I would like somebody who's like just about fully developed here, and then we can kind of cash in on. That would be the goal, I would say. As this might take a while, so I'll cut out. Alright then, so, okay, first impressions here. I'm not loving what I'm seeing. The last thing I need to really in this offseason is a 6 starter, and it's going to end up being the most difficult thing for me to get, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, not even really good prospects here either, so I guess they don't have much value around the league, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's what it appears to be anyway, so I might need to set my sights a little bit higher with what I'm giving up here. So let's try it with, I know this guy, not Morales, this guy, where the hell is he? McGee might have a bit more value. We got him towards the deadline last year. Just looking for reliever depth. I don't think he'll be doesn't necessarily have to be a big part of our bullpen. So we'll try it with McGee and Arnone and see if we get anything better. Alright, so we'll see Chris Pitts. Did we get offered him before? This is kind of what I'm looking for. Just he's not spectacular, but he's still not even on the 40-man yet. I just don't know how good he'll end up. If he's as good as what I'm looking for. It's not even like the best type of prospect here either. Like these are similar types of offers, maybe a little bit better. Juan Guadalupe. Okay, so this is a little bit better. Wouldn't be too thrilled about giving up, what I'm gonna be asked to give up for it. But maybe we can work with it a little bit. Scouting says back end rotation piece. That's what I'm looking for, so that makes sense. Minor league numbers, so not great strikeouts. Ratings relative to the International League. So it's not even like really that. I don't know, but we can see what we come up with here. Does it give me minor league FIPS? It does. Okay, so 4.29 in his first trip through AAA last year. Also, I don't know how they calculate WAR for minor leaguers. That's just kind of one thing I'm not too sure on. Jorge Romero from the Nats. I didn't see this one earlier. This is maybe a little bit better. You got a good enough repertoire of pitches. I'm not thrilled again with giving them, trading in division, but I'll take a look at him at least and just looking at anything else here. So let's try the Nats. What if I give them McGee straight up? And what else? Burgos, we're not giving up Burgos. NLs, no. Gingrich, no. McGaskey, no. I don't love this package. One thing I could try, Montenegro has a lot of value around the league. It seems a lot of people have asked for him in trades. Former second round pick. I could try to shop him around as well, just to see. Well, let me go back to that guy on the, Texas, and see what we can do. If I can give up, Arnone for him. What else are you looking for? Not giving up those. Bailey we just got in the trade as well. Not trading those guys right away. Yeah, this is probably more than I'm looking to give up. So I'm going to probably pass. But I think I'm going to try to shop Montenegro around. Sabo is a guy that has had a lot of interest as well. I don't really know much about him. 5th round pick, who was a pitcher, or is a pitcher as well. So let me try to shop Sabo, and he says as a pitcher, the control is never going to be good enough that he'll ever be a relevant pitcher. So let me try to trade Sabo and Montenegro and see what we can get. Shop a player, prospects, Sabo and Montenegro. Sabo was what, a 40 or a 30? He should be shortlisted. Yep, there he is. Okay. Sabo and Montenegro was what, a 40? Yep, there he is, 45. Okay, so we'll try that and see what we ended up coming back with. Okay, so still not great, but maybe a little bit better. Maybe we can try Montenegro with one of those relievers. I think these packages are a little bit better. We're getting Ambrose here. See what he's all about. Yeah, bad control, not interested. Just quickly scroll through here. Quintero from the A's. Good pitches, but he's just not quite there yet. Movement is a little bit low as well. A little bit too low. Like, I'd rather have somebody with like a solid floor. This is a pretty good prospect. Amari Cisse. Who's this? Number 27 prospect in baseball. So we could even do this. Just get another prospect, and although I don't think he's that good, but we can make this deal and get another prospect, and look to do something with the relievers. Like we can make that deal with Texas. Okay, so we can do that. That's one option. Just so we can get another asset at least in the Cisse guy, who doesn't look like he's close to being ready. Like he's still probably going to be in high A. Maybe. I don't know. But, yep. Okay, so we can take a look at him at least. Our reports say, likely number 2. So that's interesting enough that I would consider it. And again, I don't mind giving up any of these players in terms of Sabo or Montenegro is a good pitcher, is a good prospect, but I just don't know how good he will be. Former 2nd round pick. He's not a nothing prospect, but he hasn't been a hot top, it's like a top prospect. So we can make that deal then for Montenegro, or we can even trade Showers. Showers was a draft pick this year who's got a lot of pitches, but not a lot of stuff. So we can try that. We can try to trade Montenegro with one of those relievers then. So we'll do that then. We'll trade Showers for Cisse here. Sabo was a draft pick in what year? Oh, he was a draft pick this year too. So we're trading 2 draft picks from this year for 1 prospect. So, this is kind of like a trade for the sake of making a trade, but we get a top prospect here who may have more value to us later on. What are we giving up? We're not giving up anything that I'm worried about. The Rays have some prospects here as well we were looking at. Wondering would they give up like a TJ King first baseman profile. We kind of have a few of those. I'm not looking to give up really anything else, so needs to be this or nothing. Like this Layden guy. Yeah, we can just throw him in, that's fine. Get some minor leaguers. This guy's actually got a decent enough profile that he could be a useful minor leaguer. 23 already, he should probably, you can even probably go to AA this year. Maybe not. But either way, he's got some sort of semblance of skills here, which is good. So we'll do that deal then, that should be good. So do that. Quickly. Just quickly add Cisse to my short list. So we end up getting another top prospect here. Although I don't quite believe he's the 27th best prospect in baseball. It's off of these ratings here, and by these ratings, yeah, I agree. That's looks like a pretty good prospect. I don't trust the OSA that much, so go with this. Fly ball pitcher as well, but even if he doesn't make our team ever, this is still a good asset to have. And so the next, we'll try shopping Montenegro with Joe Arnone. As we go along here, what is this deal? Always interested to see what Cleveland's doing. So they trade an outfielder for reliever, and Sam Morey. Wasn't he one of ours? He was the first overall pick, wasn't he? What are you doing, Portland? He was their first overall pick. He was their first ever draft pick. And they trade him for a fucking 26-year-old outfielder? He was horrible? I'm debating, should I use the power of commissioner to undo that? That's a dumb trade. You would never do that in real life. I'm gonna undo that trade, I think, but that's just based on me. I don't understand why they would make that deal. If you want to get the outfielder, would it have cost you one of the top that outfielder's not any good. I'm clicking the wrong buttons now. This outfielder that you got is 26. He's a free agent next year. He's a good defender. Has some skills, but why would you want to make that deal? He hasn't been good in the majors ever. Yeah, I'm gonna undo that trade, I think, or at least renegotiate that. I'll let Portland get the player here in CJ Berry, but I'll give Cleveland something else. They got Paleo for him. Paleo itself could be good enough. Should be good enough. Maybe something else like a low minors player. But either way, I digress. Let's just try to make that deal separately. Come on here, please. Please. So is Montenegro and Arnone. I think we could always go back to that guy. That guy on Texas seems like my favorite option. I'm not going to get him to the Nats. I'm not going to make this deal with the Nationals, so Texas might be the best bet. Let's cut out. Alright, so we're back. Whip McFadden? Was this guy offered it before? I don't recall. Alright, so if that Texas guy is still here, I'll probably just do that deal. Let's see. Anything. Ambrose from the Angels. I think we looked at this guy. Yeah, this is the guy with the bad control. Let's see, anything else? Eastman. I think this guy is also pretty good. I don't want to just cheese the game like this and just get another top prospect like this. I'm not going to have room for all these guys in my rotation that way. Although, if you can get Quintero in there as well, although Quintero's not that good. Joe Graham from Pittsburgh, 40-40 kind of guy. No. Ernesto Cepeda. I don't know if I looked at this guy already. They're all kind of blending together at this point. So is this guy Guadalupe? I think that we were looking at. Yeah, it was this guy, wasn't it? So I'm still interested in getting that guy from Oakland. So I'm gonna see if I can get Guadalupe for Arnone straight up, or for something else. This Dykes guy has come up as well. And a lot of deals. Layden. Who's a Layden? 23. He's only in. What's this? This is the guy we just got. He's also. Oh, is he? Did we make it? I can't even remember. Okay, I forgot that we also got an outfielder in the deal. Okay, that makes sense. Valvoda, Venegas was our first round pick this year. Would like to keep him. Phillips. Okay, so we'll throw Phillips in there. Second round pick, or third round pick in 42. I think that's a good player that we can give up. I mean, I don't know actually. I feel like that's too much for like a guy who's just a back end, guy that I'm going to keep in the minors if everything works out. So let me try to work out that deal with Oakland. Then it was Eastman. They liked. So we can give up straight up. We can give up any of these players, which I'm not interested in doing. So give them Arnone, and what does that do? I should give up Montenegro in that deal as well. Or Salazar. Salazar's a guy that's also kind of grown a bit. I don't want to give him up just to see him flourish somewhere else. So I'm going to keep Salazar. I'm not going to trade Salazar. So we'll give up anybody else. Olvera we're keeping. Rainey we're keeping. Sapienza's the guy, the top prospect we just got. Cisse is another one that we just got. Okay, so we'll throw Montenegro then into this deal and get Doug Eastman, who is just kind of okay. I don't think he'll be. Okay, so future number 2. So we're just kind of resupplying our minor leagues then, which is fine. And if I wanted to make that trade with Texas, I can do Phillips and maybe I can get a poo-poo platter going for somebody else. Like if I give up that other reliever, McGee or Kalinowski, if they have a preference between the two. So not Kalinowski, but what about McGee? Okay, so we can give up Phillips and McGee, which is fine. What if I just give up McGee? No, so it'll probably be, Himmelberg. What's the difference between Himmelberg? Himmelberg's a bit more well-rounded. I'll keep Himmelberg. And we'll end up giving up Phillips then. Right? Phillips doesn't show up here anymore though, but they will take him. Doesn't show up in my list here. I'm wondering if I could also poo-poo platter my way through this again. Like if I gave up a Juan Venegas was our. No, we're not giving up him. We're not giving up Burgos. Harrell. What's the difference between Harrell? Creech. What if I give up Harrell instead? What does that do? No, I don't think that'll do anything. Okay, so there's Phillips. So they'll take Phillips. We know they'll take Phillips, and I think that's fine. We can live with giving up Phillips. Or yeah, Phillips. I'm getting it's a lot of third baseman. Yeah, I think he's got skills. He's definitely a prospect. And McGee, I think this is still too much though. McGee is like I don't mind giving up McGee. He's also a deck as well. In the team chemistry, he's disruptive. So I don't mind giving McGee up, but I don't love giving up Phillips. What if I give up JC? Who's JC Taylor? 4th round pick. If I give up like a JC Taylor. Okay, so I'll take JC Taylor. That's fine with me. He's still in rookie ball after he got drafted in 2040. Yeah, I don't think he'll be very good. So okay, so we'll do that deal. That's fine. Anyone else I can get here? Ooh, Joey Walls. Who's this? No, he's too good of a prospect. Okay, so we'll just do this deal then, probably as is. Can I get, unless I can get like a reliever like Greg Jackson, just as a throw-in? I don't think so. Salas is 18, maybe they'll give him up. No. They like him more than the other Ravelas. No, they won't just throw in a 25-year-old. So we'll probably just have to do this deal straight up then. About Baucom. Okay, so we can get like a third base replacement. Baucom. Okay, yeah, he's got some things to like here. I mean, it's not anything spectacular, but some things to at least like. He can be a minor leaguer for us. Why not? Okay, so we'll make that deal. That's fine with me. And yep, yeah, you can see the clubhouse. Few were complaining that he's left. He had a negative influence. So you'll be Texas's problem now as we move and get Guadalupe from Venezuela. So he'll be like that, kind of like another 6-starter option for us. He's durable as well. It's good. Promote him. And I'm just going to quickly, just to make sure he stays in AAA, disable the promotion. And the next deal was with Oakland, was it? Yes. Okay, so let's go with that. Player trade, back to Oakland. So Arnon and Montenegro. Yeah, Oakland looks like Oakland needs relievers as well, so this kind of makes sense that they would do this. Oakland gets better as well, so yeah, they have Chris Larson. They have a couple of our former players as well, John West and the other one, Chris Wilson. So they have a few of our former players. John Juan Hijar is a guy I was also considering trading for. But the movement scares me. You know, the track record is not the best, but he's got great stuff. I mean, great stuff. It's just the movement makes him a really flawed player. He'd be one of the best pitchers in the game if that movement was like even like a 40. Like you could live with that at 40 with that stuff, but it's just it's not great enough. Doug Eastman though is gonna join our team. He's got good movement. He's a ground ball pitcher. So we got another top pitching prospect. I'm going to write this one down just because it involves major leaguers on our side. So Miami to Oakland. Ah, Jesus. What was that? I have the Chiefs game on in the background. Just shut off. Great. That's okay. I'm going to stop anyway after this. So the relief pitcher Arnon and Montenegro for starting pitcher Eastman, and he is a top prospect. So it's pretty much going to end our notable major league off-season moves. Yeah, that should pretty much be it. And they also signed another starter as well, Arnada. It's not anything spectacular. But they're getting better, so that's good for them. So Eastman joins us. He'll be pitching, I guess, in Double-A if he's good enough. Yeah, I can try. I mean, he spent all of last year at High A. It's pretty much rational to expect him to get a promotion at some point. So we'll do that then, that's fine. Disable the promotion. So that's going to pretty much do and be a wrap on our Major League offseason. Like, we'll make minor league signings as well. I don't imagine making any more big moves at this point. So that's going to do it, I think. Filled in on the offseason. A different team, but not overly different. Like, we'll still be good. As we get some minor league deals in here. Wenzel signs with the Red Sox. That's a move that they needed to make. Getting another starter, although he's not a great one. Ooh, Montalava is going to Cleveland as well. Wow, they are stacking up in Cleveland, man. They are a scary team. This deal I'm going to probably uphold, although they didn't get anything great in return. But Montalava's on the downside of his career anyway. He's a free agent. He's got 2 more years. Cleveland's going for it, man. I appreciate that. And Griffin got traded as well. He's been around. Oh, no, it's a different Griffin. Okay, so it's a different one. I thought it was somebody else. Okay. But I also am going to redo that Portland deal as well, but I'll do that on my own. Okay, so that's it. So we'll see what happens when I come back a little bit, probably in the deadline, I would imagine, in the 2044 season. I imagine we'll still be a great team, but you never know. Injuries will happen, I'm sure. We'll need to fix some things. That's it. So see you guys later.